Ladies and gentlemen, lads and ladettes, hodlers and paper hands, and yes, even you fudders, because a fudder is only a friend who hasn't come around yet. Welcome to another video about Roar. Guys, this video is just a quick little update on the bullish things happening for Roar. I haven't made a video in a while, so I want to catch my channel up on what's been going on and get some content out there. Plus, Grok gives a bullish outlook for Roar, and I'll get into that. But before I do, just a quick little insert here. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'll never tell you what to do with your money. I'm not sponsored by Roar, or Roar and Kitty CTO. It is a CTO. It is a true organic CTO, which makes this project so special. I'm a community member, and what can I say? I like the token, and I happen to like talking about the token. If you've stumbled upon this video because you're doing your research about Roar, welcome. I hope you stay until the end. And if you're part of the Roar community that watches my videos when I post them, thank you for coming back and watching. So, okay, guys, let's get into it. I just want to start with this post from Jim Cramer here. He posted this a couple days ago. It is currently August 5th. And he posted this August 1st. He says, I always despise both August and September. Just tough months to make money. Guys, if you don't know anything about Jim Cramer, when he is bearish, you want to be bullish. And when he's bullish, you want to be bearish. Even down here, this Brandon guy, he asked Grok, is this guy normally right or wrong? Grok responded, based on studies, Jim Cramer's predictions are often no better than chance. He's frequently wrong, inspiring profitable inverse Cramer strategies. There's inverse Cramer and reverse Cramer memes everywhere on X and other corners of the internet. Guys, I mean, Jim Cramer's a walking meme. If he is bearish on August and September, guys, we need to be bullish on August and September. We're going to see some awesome things. Jim Cramer, if you are watching this, I'm sorry I called you a walking meme. I'm sure you are a lovely dinner guest. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I feel kind of bad for calling you that because, I mean, I don't know the guy, but he does have a history in being wrong. So, Jim, you do have a history in being wrong. I'm sorry. Guys, okay, getting into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's sitting at $114,000. A lot of analysts that I listen to are very bullish on Bitcoin, thinking that Bitcoin is oversold and Bitcoin dominance is starting to inch back up again. So they're looking for Bitcoin to bounce, go up to about $138,000, $140,000 is what I'm hearing from people. So that is really good for the overall market. And if we look at Ethereum, as you can see, Ethereum was getting up close to its all-time high, and it's looking like it's on a little bit of a rebound. I know it's a red day, but it's a higher low. So Ethereum's looking good, which is good for Roar because Roar is an Ethereum token, and as you can see from the chart here, I'll say we and R in my videos. Because when I talk about Roar is a community token. I'm part of the community. Sometimes I say we. I'm talking about Roar when I say that. So as you can see, we're trying to break the 0.006, 0.007 resistance and having a hard time doing it. If you guys are in the Roar Telegram, if you're not, I formally invite you into the Telegram. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. We got a lot of community members that do a lot of wallet watching. So what we have been seeing, a lot of the sell pressure at these points are wallets, people that have been holding for a long time, buying in at different areas of the chart here, and they're exiting the project around this level and taking their profits elsewhere, which is fine. And it's actually good that that happens because all these whales that have been holding, if we get a lot of momentum up, if they dump their tokens for a profit, they're just going to halt our momentum. So we want these guys out. Also, they don't have any NFTs in their wallet, so we know they're not legit community members, probably just day traders or I don't know what they are, but they're not community members. They're not with the overall community as far as the vision on where to take the project. So we want them out and we want new holders to come in. Our holder count has been steadily climbing. We're almost to 1,400 holders. This is really good. And guys, this last wallet here, this whale was huge. He had like 17 million tokens. So he's out, which is great. So over the next week or so, we might see Roar inch back up and we might test this resistance again. And if we break this resistance, we're probably going above a penny. If we just, without drawing any trend lines, I just want to point out that a conservative thing that people do to guess, breakout points once we test all-time highs and runs, we take the all-time high, which here is around like 0.155 to the all-time low, which is like 0.0016 ish. You get somewhere around like 80, like 88, 89% downward. Um, a lot of people will take that 89% and then add it to the all-time high. So like we could run just from current technical analysis, if we break all-time high and start going, like we could run as high as like 29 cents. And guys, it could go even higher than that because of what I'm about to share with you right now. HTX, the 10th largest exchange, says CoinMarketCap. They had, so HTX has this DAO, and they did their first ever community vote for listing recommendations type deal. And Roar was one of the 18 projects chosen to be voted on, and Roar finished third. And guys, look at who Roar beat. Roar beat SPX 6900. Roar beat Dog. Roar beat Kokoro. Roar beat Kendu. Guys, this is really good company to be with. And the fact that Roar beat these guys, this is huge news. And this is absolutely bullish because, our holder count for Roar, it's not very large compared to some of these other projects. And the fact that Roar got third, I mean, it just goes to show what a community coming together around a singular vision, a singular goal, what you can achieve, it's limitless. Absolutely limitless if you have a team working. Actually, there is no team. There's no devs in Roar, but the community working together as a team made this possible. And guys, since we have been third on this vote, we have people like this Dada with 72,000 followers. He's a big HTX guy. He has been interacting with Roar community members, and the community is super bullish about this. As you can see here, I'm just going to highlight this. This is Dada talking about the DAO voting results. He says, congratulations to the standout recommenders in this round, such as those for projects like Ethscriptions, Manu, and Roar Kitty, who garnered impressive votes. You've already left your mark in the history of DAO. Guys, this is great. I've also noticed that I'm getting more interactions with larger accounts on X as well. Probably HTX people, I would assume, and that is super, super bullish. Also, HTX has been posting kitty cat stuff, and I mean, this is just pure speculation, but Roar is like the only cat token in this list. And something else to note, Manu, this token right here, there was a DAO community member, so maybe not a Roar and Kitty community member, but someone on the DAO had posted something about Manu that they thought was a red flag, because if you look at the wallets for Manu, I guess a lot of wallets for Manu are actually dusted wallets. And in my mind, I think that that's a big red flag, because just because the community for HTX votes for these recommended listings, it doesn't mean that HTX is going to list them. They have stated that they're going to do their own risk assessment and take their own precautionary steps to list assets, because they don't want to have an asset flop and hurt their customers and their reputation. So I feel like Manu is probably out of it. So that means Roar is actually number 2. I'm super excited about this. Yeah, I feel like there was something else I was going to talk about, but I can't remember. We'll see if I think about it. But guys, HTX, potential listing on HTX, the 10th largest exchange. This is huge. And if we go to Grok, this is the meat and potatoes of this video, guys. I asked Grok to analyze Roar and analyze the potential listing of HTX as to how it would affect the holder count, Roar's price, and give a price prediction based on whether it can capture just 1% of HTX's $2.4 billion in volume. And Roar, oh my gosh. Grok thinks Roar is set to explode on HTX. As you can see here, just reiterate some details. And one thing I thought was really interesting, so when it talks about the impact it could have on the holder count, it kind of goes into, when it talks about increased exposure, it says HTX has 45 million registered users, has a global reach of over 160 countries. The kind of audience Roar could be broadcasted to is absolutely astronomical. And something else I thought was really interesting too, historical precedent. Grok said similar CTO projects like Turbo saw holder count double or triple after Tier 1 exchange listings due to increased trust and liquidity. For Roar, with 13,068 holders now, a conservative estimate might see a 2 to 5x increase up to 6,800 holders within weeks of an HTX listing, depending on marketing and market sentiment. Aggressive community efforts could push this higher. So an estimated holder count as high as low as 3,000, as high as 7,000 within 1 to 2 months post listing. That's incredible. The impact on price, I thought the liquidity dynamics was pretty interesting. So Grok brought up the burnt liquidity that Roar has and the renounced contract. So burnt liquidity and renounced contract reduce manipulation risks, but low DEX liquidity means the price is sensitive to volume spikes. HTX's deeper order books would stabilize volatility, but still allow significant price movement. Like, this is like Grok's analysis on this is so in depth and very impressive. So like Grok's assessment on price, it would likely see a sharp initial increase of 1 to 3 days post-listing due to FOMO and new buyers, followed by stabilization at a higher level, assuming sustained volume. Volatility could be high, but the absence of taxes, because Roar doesn't have a buy or sell tax, it supports efficient price discovery. That is absolutely wonderful. I had no idea buy and sell taxes. Like, Grok is taking in buy and sell taxes in its analysis. That's awesome. So price estimate with 1% HTX volume. So to estimate Roar's price, if it captures 24 million, which is 1% of 2.4 billion daily volume, he uses simplified model based on volume to market cap ratios and comparable projects, avoiding speculative predictions. So as you can see here, he kind of just works through the math here, and pretty much 12 to 24 cents is Grok's conservative estimate that he lands at. But guys, it gets better. Initial FOMO could push prices higher temporarily, 2 to 5x the stable price, or 24 cents to $1.20. But retracements are common as profit taking occurs. Guys, $1.20 for Roar? Are you kidding me? That's insane. Dude, let's go. Like, Grok is making me excited for this. I was already excited before I made this video. I was already excited for this before I asked Grok about an HTX listing, but now I'm even more excited. So, price estimate, if Roar captures 24 million in daily volume, its price could stabilize between 12 to 24 cents post-listing, with potential short-term spikes to 50 cents to $1 during peak FOMO. This assumes steady community engagement and no major market turndowns. Guys, this is absolutely wild. So in summary, likely holder count increase from 3,000 to 7,000 within 1 to 2 months post-listing. Price impact, significantly upward pressure from $24 million in volume. Of course, price estimates of 12 to 24 cents with potential FOMO peaks up to $1. Guys, this could be big for Roar. And guys, the community is definitely going to be keeping an eye on HTX. I'm sure, like, we have been rating and shilling HTX every day. Like, I bet I could just click one of these and I could just find Roar. Oh, that's me. Oh, another Roar. Like, we are all over it, guys. We are absolutely all over HTX. And we will continue to be over HTX. Guys, before I close out, I want to share this X post from a community member, Random Arts. He says, interesting observation. When Bone moved from 16 to 17 cents, Roar paired with Shibarium liquidity saw a bigger price boost than Roar on Ethereum. Why? Because we've accumulated Bone through NFT sales. The Shibarium liquidity benefit is a selling point. All right, guys. So Roaring Kitty token, Roar, we are selling NFTs for Shibarium liquidity right now. We got 121 minted out of 1,000. And guys, one of these NFTs can win someone $10,000 to help drive NFT sales. As you can see here from the official Roaring Kitty token X account. I'll just share this tweet. 10,000 USDT Roaring Kitty NFT mint giveaway is live. Hidden in the collection is one money Roaring Kitty NFT worth 10,000 USDT. Whoever mints it wins instantly, no raffles. And guys, so what you do, you just come here to OpenSea. I'll leave the link in the description. You mint your NFT and you receive it in your wallet. You won't know what NFT you have until the whole collection is minted. So you might be sitting on it for a little bit, hopefully not too much longer, because something to think about, Grok said that HTX was in like over 100 countries, and I know HTX is very big over in Asia, but you know what else is very big over in Asia? SHIB is also very big over in Asia, especially India, guys, and Japan. I remember when earlier, I think it was earlier this year or later last year, Satoshi Kusama was going on his like treat yourself tour, and him and Cal were showing up to events dressed as like samurais to like hide their face and everything. But like there were like Japanese politicians at an event in Japan getting their pictures with Satoshi Kusama. I know the country of India, they love SHIB. There was a huge COVID relief donation that SHIB did. As Roar gets increased exposure over in Asia, we could see a lot of Asian community members come into Roaring Kitty, and since they love SHIB, they will likely mint a Roaring Kitty NFT to help support Shibarium, Bone. I don't know if you guys can hear those sirens outside. They're loud enough that they distracted me. I don't know if the mic picked it up or not, though. But guys, this is really big. An HTX listing would really launch this project, and it's so fitting the HTX logo is a flame, because Roar is an absolute rocket, and HTX could be the flame that ignites the jet fuel and just blasts Roar off to the moon. And I'm really excited for it. So guys, I will leave important links in the description. So I'll leave the Telegram link. I will leave the NFT link. And yeah, you are now brought up to date with everything going on with Roar. Again, sorry I haven't been making a lot of videos. Your boy works a day job and has been busy. But you know what? I tell you what, if Roar goes up to over $1, your boy's probably not going to have a day job much longer, okay? We'll just say that. I am really excited for this. I'm super excited for this. Guys, I have never been so pumped about Roar. Guys, remember, be bullish for August and September. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.